So this is how we're gonna start the week, huh? With a shitty game that sucks ass, and I have to see how it holds up for you guys. Personally, for me, I haven't played this game since maybe the first couple months it was released. I had high hopes. I had one of my videos hit 400 subscribers, just me discussing this. I hyped this game up for myself way too much, and it let me down real quick. Now let's hop into this, see how it holds up. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, let's see what we got.
Let's fight.
Now I remember what I did last time. I made my own character, Matsuri, and I made Sasuke Uchiha, my what's it called, master, my training master. The only hey, there's Sai. Hey, what up, my boy? It's Sai. Yo, honestly, Sai I thought was a girl when I first read him in the manga. And yeah, I'm a manga reader. I've been reading Naruto since book form, not that shitty filler Shippuden. But yeah, I actually thought Sai was a girl when I first played, or when I first read the book. It wasn't until I got confirmed when I got a couple chapters in more when he got in the hot springs with Naruto and Captain Yamato. I was like, why did they give him a female face? But then I remembered, Haku's a thing. Haku exists. And even Naruto confused Haku for a girl. So when Kishimoto went on an interview and said that he doesn't know how to draw females, that's a damn lie. Because Haku and Sai both look like chicks. Except at least Haku had more personality. I know that Sai was created to not have a personality, and it's all thanks to the Anbu Black Ops, but he was more bland than bland. He was supposed to replace Sasuke, but he was so boring of a character. You can't make an edgelord, but not make the edgelord so boring. Because an edgelord is supposed to have personality behind him being an edgelord. Sai was just there. Replaced. He's like a discount edgelord. Dislord. There you go. That's a new thing. Dislord of the week. There you go. But now that I remember that I created Matsuri, which I actually like this character. I would create my own Naruto manga, but my art style isn't really Kishimoto's art style. Like, I can kind of draw him, like I can go and draw Naruto and all that, but like a full-on manga I couldn't. My main like art style is definitely Akira Toriyama's. But hey, if someone wants to use my character Matsuri for their own Naruto fan manga, go ahead. You want to put him in your own story? Go ahead. I would love to see what kind of things you guys can do for him. Just know that he is an Uchiha. He is a hidden Uchiha that survived during the plague with the purge with Itachi. He's a teenager right now, so he's around Boruto's time. But he was his great-grandparents survived. No, his parents survived, but he wasn't born until later down the road. That's a little concept. You guys can work with that. You can make the timeline fit if you want. But our mission here, is what I'm reading, is we gotta go get... Was it, not Kabuto? Yeah, Kabuto? Is that how you pronounce his name? Bitch ass with the glasses. Yeah, you're gonna have to go out after this dude. This is where I was very confused. And they gave no real background to this. Why is Kabuto infused with Orochimaru's DNA? Why did he do that? Like, one, Orochimaru was killed by Sasuke during, I guess, like, the beginning arc of the Akatsuki arc. And then we don't see Kabuto after that, like, at all. Then, like, later, once, what's his name, Obito or Toby, or whatever you guys want to call him, or Fake Madara, claims the 5th Ninja Warrior. That's when he shows up, and he's infused with the DNA of Orochimaru. For no apparent reason. I mean, it's a cool design. It's cool that he can go into Sage Mode, but I'm confused on why. Because it just makes no sense story-wise. Kabuto, yes, he was a medical ninja. He's a high-end medical ninja. but he let himself become Orochimaru and was obsessed. And then he became obsessed trying to take Sasuke's eyes. He only joined Obito to make. Well, I know because it's Orochimaru's DNA that it's more dominant inside Kabuto's body. But still, it's so weird to me. That was a weird concept, but he looks cool. I think most of the designs that Kishimoto creates are top tier and good. I mean, they're just good designs. I mean, that's why I love Sasuke. He's one of my favorite Naruto characters. Before Naruto, and then Naruto comes in number 2. I mean, even the tail beasts have some cool designs. Not all of them, just some of them. Like Shikoku, Killer Bee's 8 tails, and Kurama. And the 2 tails, those all have pretty awesome designs. I know they all have their names. I just don't really remember them that well. It's been a while since I read or watched any of Naruto. Like I listen to the music. I always listen to the OST, guys. Always listen to the OST because Naruto has some bangers. Like a lot of its music is banging. But then there's some music that feels like they stole from Fairy Tail, like the demon music from Fairy Tail. It feels like they took it and used it for the Akatsuki theme. If you don't believe me, go on YouTube, type in Fairy Tail demon theme. It should be the first one, the first demon that Gray, Natsu, and Lucy fought when Gray went to fight his best friend, childhood friend. I forget his name. And then put the Akatsuki theme. The Akatsuki theme. Put them side by side. They sound exactly the same. And I'm not high. I know it. They sound exactly the same. But Naruto just got some bangers. Especially, I think my favorite song from the Naruto series is definitely Naruto's main theme and Rise of the Fighting Spirit. Because those are like top tier Naruto themes, especially if you're playing Naruto games. Do you guys play Shinobi Strikers? Let me know in the comments section below, because for me personally, this game isn't perfect, but it isn't a gameplay that I like very much. Like, I know there was a lot of people asking for wall running again, and from like the original Naruto games, from the first Storm game, walking around and having a hub and everything. But I think the Arena Fighter was a lot better with Storm 4, Storm 3. I have not played Storm 2 yet. I have been playing Storm 1 on my Switch, and I have it also on my PS4. But personally, I like the arena fighting for Storm 3 and 4 and Generations. And honestly, for me personally, just from a nostalgia feeling, my favorite Naruto game of all time is definitely Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations. It was my first Naruto game on the PS3, and I really, really, really enjoyed Generations. I played the shit out of Generations. I played like maybe twice Revolution, but it wasn't that great. It was okay. It was just like an updated version of Storm 3, but it was just there. It's a filler. Now, talking more about this mission here. This game, it's like Naruto with Dynasty Warrior is how I'm gonna review this, honestly. You have your character, you have your backup person, but you're gonna be fighting hordes of enemies. The way I said that, hordes of enemies. You're gonna be taking them down until the game decides, hey, you've killed enough enemies, now go to your objective and fight the main leader or boss of the area. And then once you do that, either one, the game will end and you finished your mission, or two, they will continuously put more filler to keep fighting more of these enemies, like what I'm doing. I fought Kabuto, and now it's throwing me with more enemies. So it's one of those games that are just keep fighting enemies. I mean, it's like this game, when I first discussed it with an ex-friend in one of my Naruto discussion videos, is I thought this was going to be kind of like Xenoverse, where you're going to play just like a Naruto game. It does play like a Naruto game, but it's lacking in some areas. And I thought they were going to have a really cool hub. It has a nice hub, but it's very tiny compared to like Xenoverse 2 and Xenoverse 1. And I was assuming that you were going to be able to, you know, be, I guess, more interactive with the game. I mean, fighting style kind of bland compared to Naruto Storm 4. the gimmick of you like wall running and all that, and running on water, basic Naruto stuff should be in there. The art style, fantastic. Look at the graphics to this. Kabuto and the giant snake look cool. I'm not a big fan of giant boss battles from like the Storm games, but it's not that bad. But they do take a while. God, I just got destroyed in one hit by that goddamn snake. Oh, the other thing about this is the classes on here. The classes that are on this game are a little weird, because you can only get certain jutsu and certain like certain weapons and certain sub-weapons for your character depending on your class. So, personally for me, I always go with attacker and range. So if I want to use Sasuke's moves, like Chidori, Fire Style, and Karin, you have to use a range attack. But if you're an attacker, you get Naruto style. Healer, obviously Sakura, and I forget what the other one was. If I die again, it will pop it up. But I think the fourth one was just Earth style type moves, which were really fucking bland too. Oh, defense. Yeah. No, the class style is kind of stupid. Oh my god, and the amount of lack of characters in this game, plus the amount of DLC of characters that should just already be in this game, is BS. I have to pay for Jiraiya. I have to pay for Minato. I have to pay for Madara, Obito, freaking Tsunade. I mean, like, okay. Storm 1 made you DLCs for, like, Anko, the first Hokage, second Hokage. Okay, I get that. Like, you can make certain Hokages DLC, but when you make the whole goddamn line of Hokages freaking DLC, even Naruto Hokage is DLC, you fucked up, man. You fucking over the Naruto fan base. I have not paid for any DLC for this game, because I'm not going to. If the definitive edition of this game comes out like they did with Storm 4 and everything, fine. I'll go buy that to replace this copy. But I'm not going to spend money on characters that should already be on here. Especially Naruto, when this game is called Naruto to Boruto. Don't pull that bullshit Dragon Ball Fighters and give me multiple Naruto and Sasuke's as playable characters, okay? It's called Naruto to Boruto. I expect Naruto's in this game. Now, will I say that the fighting mechanics are the best? No, they're very bland. Look at this. This is just me kind of just spamming hits. So that, like I said, it's like Dynasty Warrior with Naruto games. So I'm just going to keep hitting this dude until the game decides, hey, I'm going to start moving. Just like right here. God, I should make a full-on review. You know what? I will make a full-on review of this game, guys. Full production. Be funny. Have a full script. So don't worry. I'm going to probably do that. Because I want to get into full detail with this game. For now, enjoy the gameplay. Enjoy my character, Matsuri. Because honestly, that's the number one thing I do love about this. Is the character creation, the amount of like clothing items you get in here, and like hairstyles and stuff. This game, that's what this game does right compared to Xenoverse. You get a lot of hairstyles you want, a lot of costumes you don't even have to pay. You just gotta grind for scrolls and see if you get them. So that's the only RNGing thing you have to do. But you don't have to pull that bullshit like Xenoverse, where you gotta be lucky to get the clothing parts for the character you want in Parallel Quest. On here, just gotta get scrolls, level up, and hopefully you get them from scrolls. And this game is super, like, what's the word? Not merciful, but it's I guess another word for easy, where they just hand you the scrolls. If I can remember the word, I guess I'll put it on the screen or something. But not merciful, definitely not merciful. Cutting, look at that. That's my final jutsu that hit no one. But yeah, no, it's cool. The character creation, I think, is my favorite part about this. But that's about it. The online functionality, which I'll probably do a video of that too, playing online, is actually fun. Playing with people online, I think, is the #1 selling point about this, compared to just doing these, because there's no story. That's a major no-no in this game. There's no story. But are you even getting close to beating Kabuto? Because these guys just keep coming. Look at the wave of freaking ninjas they're just sending at you. Chidori. Honestly, I think my favorite thing was as having Sasuke as a teacher, just learning his skills. Unfortunately, he doesn't teach you Sharingan. I have to learn that from Kakashi, and and since my character is an Uchiha, I have to go get a Sharingan because that's the #1 thing for an Uchiha clansman. You have to have the Sharingan. I mean, obviously not everyone in the story, actual canon story, had the Sharingan. Just like main elite Uchihas and the police had Sharingan. But I mean, Sharingan's like my favorite thing about Naruto. Yeah, Tail Beasts are cool, but when Sasuke unlocked the full power of Susanoo, oh, you guys, it's done. Look at that double Chidori, master and student. Ha, suck that, Boruto. Let me see when you learn Chidori. I haven't actually seen the Boruto anime. I think I watched 2 episodes and I gave up. I said, no. Just no. The English voice actors aren't bad. I just don't like Boruto in that fucking anime. The manga is fine. I will recommend the manga just because it's way ahead of what the anime is. The enemy that they're fighting is literally the Dragon Ball Z Android arc, but done better and they're more threatening. But it's literally like Kishimoto opened Kira Toriyama's one of his mangas randomly. He's like, all right, we're gonna use androids, but we're gonna call them artificial humans made with artificial ninja tools, but they're androids. Will there be a Cell in this freaking game? I mean, in the freaking manga? I don't know. I'm only on volume 9. I'm not reading it through the anime manga freaking readers. Just the thing. Anyways, guys, see you later. We'll talk more later.